Hello, my name is Dalil Rizalta, and I have been in Mentari for 12 years since my first grade of elementary school up until my final 12th year in high school. I've completed the primary years program, the middle years program, and the diploma program all in Mentari, and I'm now glad to be enrolled in the University of Warwick in my desired course of studying engineering business management. It is without a doubt that after 12 years, being part of the Mentari community has created and made me have a plethora of fond memories, which I will hold forever on in my life. Now, these memories are key moments that made me who I am today, and I'm very glad that all these memories are made as a Mentari student. Now, choosing an exact memory and an exact teacher that was the best for me was pretty hard. But if I were to choose one, a more recent one, that would be my memory of my physics experiment that I had in my physics class with my teacher, Sir Arvi. Now, before COVID, my physics class had an experiment which involved popping balloons very rapidly because we were learning about pressure, which involved popping balloons. And what happened was we did this experiment outside of the class, and all the physics students were having fun popping the balloons. But the other classes that were around that area were actually shocked with the violent sound that the rapid popping of balloons made. Hence, they were actually panicking, they were scared. So all the students and all those teachers went outside of the classroom scared to check what was going on. But it was just us having fun doing our experiments. So what made it really funny, what made it very memorable was us having fun and then them being very scared going outside of the classroom. Now, to me, I believe that being successful has different meanings for every individual. In general, I believe that it's that feeling and satisfaction of achieving something that means a lot to you, that you value a lot, something that you could be looking forward to from a very long time, or something that you didn't realize you wanted to achieve, but you just achieved it. It really depends on the perspective that you put when something happens to you. Like, for example, if I didn't win a competition or if I didn't win something, I would feel like, oh, I'm not successful. But if you put it on another perspective, you notice that you've learned a lot of things from losing. You've learned a lot from your opponents, which are better than you, and hence you can feel successful that you've learned and you've gained more knowledge outside of class in the competition environment. In 10 years, I will be 28 years old. I will still be pretty young career-wise. But currently, as a world leader in 10 years, I would want to strive and innovate for a world that integrates technology into our everyday lives, more specifically into the business and economic environment. Because the potential that technology has and its rapid growth, especially during COVID, has such a big, is very huge. Now, in other words, this is also boosting automation. I believe that automation would increase the growth and the living standards of the world, and everyone would have a much better and simpler life. But of course, we have to consider the negative impacts of a future with technology. Now, lastly, to wrap up my 12 years in Mentari, my parents made me stay in Mentari for 12 years because they knew it was the place for me. It was the right place for me. Because Mentari had a community that was vibrant, compact, and very welcoming, which was really great for me to develop from a young age. Because when I was young, I knew myself as a very shy person. I was very scared of public speaking, of communicating with other people, especially just being around crowds. I was already shy and very scared. And looking at this development, I believe that I was put in the right place by my parents. And I wouldn't say this in front of my parents, not now, but I would like to thank them so much for providing me the opportunity and the support to study and become a successful Mentari student. And I would like to make sure that their support and all their hard work for me to study in Mentari will be paid off in the future. Thank you.